Okay ladies, let's get straight into organizing. So at the very top shelf in the middle section of my pantry, I keep all of my dried stuff in glass jars. I love these jars. I get these from Kmart or Reject Shop and they're just so convenient. You can see everything that's in them and I love labeling them using either my label maker or just little label stickers and writing exactly what's in the jars. So what I've done on this shelf is I've actually flipped over an acrylic container and I'm using it as a step so that I can put my tall jars at the back and I can make them a little bit higher so I can also put jars in front and save some space. Now moving on to the next shelf. This shelf has oil, herbs and spices. So I purchased these little wire baskets from Kmart. They were like $8 each, so inexpensive. And this one here holds my herbs and spices and it's so convenient. You can just hold the entire little basket and take it into the kitchen with you and use whatever you need. And I use a lot of herbs and spices in my cooking. Now moving on to the little round wire basket, also from Kmart. I've chosen to put my everyday oils in here and including the infused oils that my husband and I created. And if you want to see a tutorial for those infused oils, go ahead and click the link down below in the description box. But I also put oils like my sesame oil and my peanut oil as well. Now the next shelf. This is basically the breakfast shelf, but you'll see that there's not much on here because we put a lot of our teas and coffees and sugar out on the bench. We have a little tea making station, so it really does save a lot of room in the pantry. But in here we have things like honey, Jamal snacks, some cereal, and just really basic breakfast stuff. Next we have another wire basket that I've put all of my sugar and salts, and then just this really rustic wooden crate that holds all of my rice. So that is the middle section of my pantry from top to bottom. Next, moving on to the right side, up here I keep all of my jars and just glassware that I can use for the pantry. I also keep things like water jugs and thermal bottles and anything like that. Moving down, right beneath that, I have all of my canned veggies and anything canned basically. And we use a lot of tuna and I also use this to pack my husband's work lunch, so I've made a little wire basket just for that. I also have things like vinegar, lemon, all of my bottled glassware as well, rose water, blossom water. Next, I've saved some room in my kitchen by taking all of the chopping boards out of there and placing them on this empty shelf in my pantry. These are all boards that I use just to serve or just to plate up, so it's a no-brainer that these should just have a certain spot in the pantry rather than the kitchen. Then beneath that, I have appliances that we use frequently like my rice cooker and my toaster. Now moving on to the left side of my pantry, the very top shelf carries things like my vintage cookware and my salad bowls and just miscellaneous things for serving food. Then beneath that I have my jarred ingredients, so things like sauces, dressings, marinades, all that kind of stuff. And I use these steppers that I also purchased from Kmart, but you can get them from any storage shop, and they're excellent to make all of your sauces and all your jars visible. And then right at the back there I have things that come in like a little cardboard box, and all my stock and stuff like that. And then I just have these pull-out containers that I purchased from Howard's Storage Solutions. But again, you can probably buy these online or find them at any storage shop or any dollar shop really. And they're so convenient to just pull them out and see what's in there. Then moving below is the snack section. This is probably the most used section in the pantry, and I'm sure it is for everybody. So I have another wire basket with chips, another basket with crackers and muesli bars and things that I put in lunch boxes for my husband, and then just another one for Jamal snacks. Right at the bottom I have my baking section. So this is a box with all of my baking stuff, cupcake cases, piping accessories, all that stuff, and my flour. So really basic. And then I just keep my plastic wrap and foil wrap and baking paper and all that in the corner there as well. The very top of my pantry just holds my cast iron pots, a really nice water jug, and my cake stands, and my Robert Gordon plate set, as well as my favorite juicer. So again, using up all the space you can, and make sure that you don't clutter your shelves. Keep them really basic, and trust me, it makes a world of a difference. I really hope that you all enjoyed this video. I hope that it motivated you to get up and start organizing your pantry. And I hope that you do share this with your family and friends if you think that it's going to help somebody you know. Don't forget to check out the blog post link below to see a very old post of mine about organizing the pantry, pretty much using the same tips. Really hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all next time.